Hello, I'm here just to show you some of the packaging and some of the hints to installing the 40, I believe it's a 46 and the 55-inch monitors into the frames. There's basically two parts, a frame, as you can see here, that the monitor sits into. And then there's also the wall part that fits into the wall, and this one's packaged up, but you can see in here you'll be cutting a hole to fit this inner part, the inner part of this frame, and this frame right here will stick out past the wall of whatever cutout size you're using, and you'll be able to measure those from those once you get them. And in here you can tell we've got the 55-inch monitor bracket already secured to the frame using some 1/4-inch bolts, which I'll be sending for you guys to install on the other three 46-inch ones. This one's all ready, and there's nothing really left to do except to set the monitor up into here and hang it back down. So as you can see, on the back of the frame, on the 55-inch, the bars are already installed here, and there's nothing left to do on that one. If you notice down here on the bottom, I put some blue tape showing that this is the bottom edge of these brackets to go up and down on. You'll want to open up this 46-inch that I'm sending along to mark out the other two units to get the proper spacing on those. I've put blue tape on the one in the box over here, and you'll be able to measure that for the other two units to figure out where to put this spacer bar, the hanging bar, to get the proper spacing so you don't have to do any adjustment or measuring. The 55-inch here, as you can see, has these straps. That's what holds the touch screen. The touch screen up here is held into the monitor using these two straps. I've put all the spacing in here and along the bottom edges, so there's no, basically you just set it in there once you unpack it and reattach the strap. Once the monitor is attached to the touch screen, you can drop this whole unit back into this here frame. And there's also some spacers on the sides. The inside of the frame, when you open it up, has a sticker telling you that that's the top of the frame. And once it's set into it, there are 4 blocks on each corner. And those simply, if you look at the sides of this here, they're going to be oriented with the groove down, and you will slide them, if I can get this in here correctly, right into that groove. And once those are in, that monitor can no longer be lifted up out of that frame. And they fit pretty tight. However, once they're installed and put in there, I'm also going to be sending some black tape along, at which you'll want to stick that right across this strip here to ensure that it doesn't fall back out. Like I said, they're tight, but I would just feel more comfortable knowing that we've secured them permanently once they're hanging on the wall. So you'll basically, I'm going to set down the camera for 1 second. So you'll run that tape diagonally, sticking it to that frame and that frame, and at that point just trim off this extra. And that way, still added security to know that that piece isn't going to slip back out of there. So I'll be sending a roll of that tape as well. Back on the monitor here for the bracket, you can see that there's some 1/4-inch screws and bolts and nuts and washers. I'll be sending all those for the other 46-inch, which are all of these here, and I'll send you the appropriate amount you need. For all the 46-inch, they have these other MDF blocks. The ones on the 55-inch are a cherry style block that I made for those. They're a little bit larger. I'll leave these on the 55-inch, but the other ones will all be loose for you to install onto the 46-inch. If need to, sometimes these are pretty tight once they're slipped on. I also am sending a dowel peg in case you need to push that to get that out of there. They do stick pretty tight, so there's tough to get back out. So I'll be sending that along too. And that's about it. We will be sending some screws like this here. And what I would suggest for mounting this to the wall is to attach a couple of these screws into the side of this frame. Probably 2 on the top, and then another 2 down on the bottom edge to secure that to a stud or whatever opening you can secure that bottom to, and basically put those screws down through there. I'm going to be getting some stainless steel screws that will be a nice match to the finish, and you'd want to be using like a recessed bit to drill those into the sides to secure this frame to the wall. Once that's secured to the wall, you're at that point ready to drop your monitor up into this top edge and slips back down over this here hanger. And like I said, they're all spaced properly to fit right now, so there shouldn't be any measuring needed on those. You just basically slip it up into the top, go up almost to the top here, and drop it back down, and it'll slip right onto this bar. I've tried that on all the units, so should work just perfectly for you. I think that's about it. Thank you.